Well, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. It is Sunday, November 27th, 2011, getting toward the end of this month. But we still got a few days left. We don't want to rush things one day at a time. And we are in Luke chapter 6, verse 25. But woe to you. There's no but there, I'm sorry. Woe to you who are full now, for you shall be hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. We'll just do this one verse today. This is the Sermon on the Mount, the remix. And in the first one, you didn't really get all these woes, but what Jesus is saying is, look, when he says, woe to you who are full now, woe to you who laugh now. Well, isn't that a good thing? Why would he say that? And woe is a curse, by the way, a judgment. What's wrong with laughing? What's wrong with being full? Well, what he's talking about is not what you felt after Thanksgiving dinner if you were grateful for what you had. It's people that aren't acknowledging God. They're just enjoying life. They're clueless. And perhaps, see, you got to kind of go back. What we're doing here, we had the blessings and we have the woes. We had, blessed are you who are hungry now, for you shall be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you shall laugh. Your present situation doesn't determine your future situation necessarily. So just because things are going really well for you now, if you're not acknowledging God, and see, this is where I think so many of us in America are, although I believe the economic situation has actually helped us hopefully turn toward God. It has certainly helped me. But we're so prosperous, we're so blessed, but we don't acknowledge the blesser. So we laugh, we enjoy life. There's so much amusement, so much entertainment, and so much food. And that's when it's hardest to remember God. So he says, woe to you. Because if you don't remember him, you're going to be in bad shape. So better to be in a low state where you're crying out to God and reaching out to him than to have everything you need and you forget him. So just look at your own life. Is it, again, nothing wrong with joy. It's your attitude. Who are you giving the glory to? Who are you giving the praise to? But look at your own life. Are you just kind of happy-go-lucky? That's not good. But if you're happy in the Lord, that's okay. Woe to you who laugh now. Woe to you who are full now. Because if you're full now, he says you're going to be hungry. And there's a couple ways you could take that. Either he's going to just take away your resources, and he does that from time to time, or you're going to see that the material things of life don't really fill you up. Remember the woman at the well? Well, we'll get to her in John. We haven't discussed her yet, but she had all these husbands. She was trying to fill her life up with the wrong things. And Jesus said, if you just asked me, if you'd known who I was and you'd asked me, I'd have given you living water. I'd have given you what you needed to really be fulfilled in your life. But sometimes it takes till we're on our deathbeds for us to realize that the things we've been pursuing don't really fill us up. Solomon's another good example of that. If you go to the book of Ecclesiastes, he tried to fill his life up. You talk about somebody that could laugh, and somebody that he had every kind of food there was. He brought in all the delicacies from all over. And he pursued every kind of pleasure there was. So he was laughing. He was enjoying all the pleasures. He said they were meaningless. They don't fill you up. They don't satisfy you. And he came to the point where he realized that. And then he pursued God. How sad it is if you never get to that point, or even sadder if you get to the point that you realize these things don't fill you up and you don't pursue God. That's the woe. In all of this, the main point is pursue God. He is the one who will really fill you up. He's the one that can give you the real laughter and joy in appropriate times, and the mourning and weeping in appropriate times. Got it? Okay. Hopefully that made sense. I think I went a little long today. Watch the last few in context, and I think it'll help you understand this even better. We'll come back tomorrow for the next edition of Take 5.